Hello and welcome to Viking Baseball here at Dixie High School. Pleasant Grove is starting their second game against the Spanish Fork Dons. We have one on first, which is Ty Johnson, and Sam Haney, the junior, up to bat. A little bit of better weather than last night, as it was foggy and not very clear last night, but it's sunny and like 60 degrees today. A little windy, but I don't mind.
Yeah, it warmed up a lot overnight and today.
The 2-1 pitch is low and to the left, low and outside. And it will give him 3-1 with 2 outs. Sam swings on a fastball, catches the back end of it, goes to the foul net.
Pleasant Grove without Kyler Lester and Caden Davis, who are both out with injuries.
Kyler got hurt last night. Looks like he took a fastball as he was trying to bunt last night to the knuckle. Didn't look good. I'm not sure what's going on with Caden though. Hopefully he's all right. Fastball right up the pipe to ring him out. That'll be the end of the inning.
Pleasant Grove with 2 early there. Johnson, being the only base runner for them, gets walked, and then Haney watches a third strike on a full count.
Gage Train will be the starting pitcher for the Vikings today. I believe this is his first start when it comes to varsity, so expect to see a lot of good things from this young kid. As games wards up, we will take a break from the broadcast and be right with you.
A little late on it. Full count here for
Spanish Forks batter. We don't have
Yes.
their roster yet. We'll pull up their roster to get it for you. Hard base hit up the middle. That was a nice hit right there by 24.
not normal. At least he's the only other one I've seen is his older brother Creed.
Yeah, very difficult to time. Even though there's not much speed behind his pitch, the movement is great, and it's very hard to see that arm angle and see the ball coming out and read that off speed. Count goes to 2-2 as the ball is fastball high and out. Ground ball up the middle, just nice play by Connor Bancroft to get it up the middle, but the run does come in and score.
Spanish Fork striking first here in the bottom of the first inning with a RBI ground out to the shortstop.
Designated hitter number 21, Hunter Rasmussen.
Hunter Rasmussen coming in here with a runner on third and 1 out. Great curveball there from Gage Train. Hits the outside corner, called strike.
Foul ball back brings the count to 0-2 against Hunter Rasmussen. Great ground ball. Down at third, but gets back safely. So runners where great heads up play by Riker Scout to the runner at home, but runners safe everywhere. But it's better to have them safe at first and third than at home and first. So now coming up to the plate for the Dons is Blair Nilsson, who is another brother of a Spanish Fork alumni, who is brother of Cy Nielsen, the one of the starters in the rotation at Brigham Young University. Very good pitcher. Throws 95 from the left side with a very good curveball. Likely to go first round, maybe second round in the draft this year. So Blair has some big shoes to fill right here. Let's see what he can do, but he's mostly a catcher rather than a pitcher.
Time called there by the ump.
Great pitch right there. Fastball with some movement inside corner. Gets a strike called. Count goes to 1-0 for Blair.
She's got a badge that says Jackie Knightley, UHSAA Media.
Foul ball straight back, evens the count at 1-1. That ball's probably going into the parking lot to give someone a nice windshield bill. But great curveball on the inside half. This umpire's really loving the low and inside pitch right here.
Yeah.
Both sides of both teams. He's just calling everything low and in.
Puts Train ahead of this batter, 1-2. Trying to get a ground ball here and double play to finish out the inning.
Looking right here, Bridger Hall is not swung the bat up there at all. He's just maybe looking for a walk, or he just hasn't got a good pitch. Now he's got to start battling. So let's see what Gage can do. He's got great control of this at bat as Bridger out.
In the zone, he takes it for a ball.
Check swing by Tate Lewis does not go, so that will be ball 2-0 or 3-0. Apologies. That from here, honestly, it looked like he went, but
Yeah.
I guess
First
first base umpire saw something different, and he's got a better angle than us. So takes a strike, brings the count to 3-1. Tate is still in major control of this at bat, and he's got to have the green light. With the offense that the Vikings have shown this tournament and this season, he's got to have the green light, but doesn't need it right there.
Doesn't chase right there and gets a base.
He walks, and that brings up Brody Ballantyne. But great to see him at 7 right here because he gets into a good situation for him to bring in. Quick strike right there to bring the count even at 1-1. Hard foul ball, almost straight into the Spanish Fork dugout over there, but finds a way to hit the net and brings the count to 1-2.
Oh, come on. It'd be so dirty.
Another outside pitch. 2-2 with the count. Gage Strain is really working to get on right here. Just battle it out. Gets another ball out here because if he gets out or he gets on, then it brings up Ty Caldwell, who also hasn't had a varsity at bat, but has shown some great strength on both sides of the ball in other games. High fastball for Gage Train. Ball gets past the catcher, but he will stay at first, and now we'll have a speed up, and that looks like Luke Blake is the speed up runner for Gage Train, which didn't know Luke Blake was a speed up runner. But I guess we've been very surprised today with speed being shown where speed doesn't usually get shown. Mound visit for Spanish Fork Dons. Doesn't look like a pitching change. Maybe just talking some things over, trying to figure out what they want to do next and what their next approach. A walk will hurt very much and will likely hurt the team, and because we come around to score.
Yeah. Giving up 2 runs on that home run there, and then
Yeah, it's been a stretch right
Yeah.
there, but walks definitely always, there's something about it, and they just always come around to score. Like, hits don't always, but for some reason, that one mistake just always scores every time without fail. Let's see what Ty Caldwell can do with 1 out and runner on first. Third baseman is playing up, maybe thinking bunt from Ty right here. Ty does have the speed to show bunt right here and maybe get a hit, but looks like he is swinging away as he fouls that ball back into the net.
Caldwell is usually Ty Johnson's speed up runner when he needs to go put on his gear, but with Davis and Lester out, he's getting at bats for himself.
Takes a strike, falls 0-2 really fast. 2 quick pitches, 2 quick strikes coming out of that mound visit, so something must have worked. Ty Caldwell steals again. A little bit of a bad jump and will be thrown out. Even with a little bit of a bad tag gets thrown out as he hesitated a little bit, and Blair Nelson with a great arm behind the plate throws him out. And Vikings get 2 runs off of 1 swing from Jordan Pace, and we'll be back momentarily with the bottom of the 2nd inning.
We'll see if Train throws his curveball here.
High inside fastball does not bite and brings the count to 3-2. Now he's got to come at him, but he doesn't want to give him anything good right here. So maybe low outside fastball, try to ring him up on that, because that placement has been great. It was
Tries
low
hitting
and
that
outside
placement,
fastball,
yeah,
but didn't get the call. A little bit too low right there. Now for the Dons, up to bat is Boston Bradford. Dart goes to first and it does put a double play opportunity for the Vikings, but gets a runner on for the Dons. So not super bad, but not super good at the same time.
Pitcher trying to pick him off at first again.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. There you go. Maybe you ought to take this job next year, dude. You go to school? Yeah, probably just Dixie State. Just Dixie State.
Foul fly ball out to center field. Not much movement from Riley Thomas as it goes right to him. Runner stays at first, and that gives 2 outs for the Vikings on a long fly ball. That brings up Brody Duval to the plate. Shows bunt. Oh, gets him on the back pick.
Wow.
That was great play by Ty Johnson and Tate Lewis in their communication right there. As Brody chose bunt, and then Will Dart was caught in no man's land out there and
Yeah.
gets picked off. So
Great play there by Johnson, just throwing it behind the runner, and
and
Lewis being ready with the tag.
yeah, great communication because you got to have both on there right there. So there was no runs was no hits either for the Dons, and we'll be back momentarily for the top of the third. Welcome back to Flyer Field as we start the top of the third inning with Riker Scout leading off and sends a rocket. That is a no-doubt home run to left field. Very first pitch, did not waste time at all on that ball. Just sent that thing flying. That was a absolute rocket off the bat of Riker Scout. Very deep ball. That is his first home run of the year. He's a very good help right here for the Vikings as he is only a sophomore. To keep in the lineup. He's someone you definitely want. He's got a beautiful swing.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have the size behind him, but he makes up for that with his beautiful swing and creates power from the swing.
Last inning, he was up to bat when the runner got picked off at second, so
Yeah, so he got a fresh start, and he took advantage of that fresh
didn't
start.
have to wait any longer and just launched it.
Connor Bancroft, he got moved up in the lineup, has not had many at-bats high in the lineup of varsity,
No.
but he's been hitting good this tournament, so let's see what he can do here as he takes a quick strike. Ball up the middle. Weston tries to make a play on it, but cannot, and that will be a single up the middle for Connor Bancroft. Great hit, ground ball up the middle.
Yeah.
Weston tries to make a play, but can't do it. Now to bat for the Vikings is Ty Johnson, who has been hitting the crap out of the ball this year.
Yeah.
And so let's see what he can do this at bat, see if he can keep that going. High outside fastball. Brings the count 1-0. Another outside fastball. Quick goes down 2-0. Doesn't want to give Ty anything good out here.
No.
Which I don't blame him. I don't think many people want to give Ty anything good because he'll just probably send that ball into a parking lot somewhere.
Yeah, being a commit to Gonzaga and having tons of power.
Sends that ball 500 feet into the air. Barely gets out of the fence at first, but that ball was very high out there. Great pitch by Weston, but doesn't get a call right there as it looks like it broke a little too early and went low. Started out in the zone and broke early, but Ty did not bite. Brings the count to 3-1.
Johnson in control of the count here.
Hard ball off the bat of Ty Johnson, and will likely be an easy double play because of how hard that was hit right there. Third baseman runs in a little bit. Maybe thought there was 2 outs, but they get the double play nonetheless, as he kind of like just stuck his glove out at that one because it was
Yeah.
hit so hard, but gets a double play, and now that brings Sam Haney up for the Vikings.
You don't want to stay here and listen to this, Oaks?
The right fielder, number 12, Sam Haney.
Sam Haney bites on that, swings on the curveball right there, and falls 0-1. Another strike right there, inside corner. 0-2 with 2 outs right here. Sam falls behind very fast.
What up, Grizz? I'm going good. We're in the 4th game of the day. We won Frozen Grove over.
Another ball, outside corner. A little bit high and outside. Sam Haney is usually the only lefty in the lineup, but tonight actually has another lefty in Ty Caldwell, but grounds that to the third baseman as the third baseman makes every out that inning and
Yeah.
plays great as the Vikings score 1 run on 1 swing. And
The moonshot from Riker Scout to lead off the inning. First pitch.
yeah, and then Vikings don't get much after that, and we'll be back momentarily with the bottom of the 3rd inning. Welcome back as we join you with a runner on second and 1-0 count, I assume, I think, actually.
I don't
But-
think anyone knows what the count is right now.
No, there was a little bit of a confusion right there with that stolen base, but we'll get back with it. Fouls that back off into Ty's glove. Step off by Gage Train. No throw, but wants to keep the runner close. There isn't much movement on the middle infield trying to keep this runner close, so Gage has got to do a lot of the work.
Good pitch there.
That puts the count at 1-1. A little bit inside, but could have been a strike, could have been a ball, could have gone either way.
They've only got 1 and 1 too. I know there's been 3 pitches. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. The first pitch after the stolen base.
A little bit of a blooper into left field, gets down. Runner coming home. There will be no play at the plate, goes straight to second. Probably a smart play right there, as coming around, Ben Duval had a lot of speed coming around third and was likely safe, almost guaranteed. So great play to keep the runner at first. Now up for the Dons, it is Hunter Rasmussen as they cut the lead down to 1 and keep a runner on with no outs. Pickoff attempt, but safe.
That's how you sell stuff. You get that, you set it up over here, let that breeze take it out over the people. You sell a lot of cheeseburgers. Right, Chuck?
Outside fastball is called strike. Great pitch by Gage Train and great placement.
Yeah, man. Mhm. Okay.
Another great pitch by Gage Train, but does not get the call on that as the count goes 2-1. We are seeing a lot of movement from his fastball out here, but not finding the zone in this at-bat. Very early on that pitch as he fouls it back to the dugout.
And the snow scores. Sleep with one.
Count is now 1-2 for Hunter Rasmussen as he has fouled that ball straight back into the, or not straight back, straight into the third base dugout. Gage Train in pretty good control of this at-bat as he has got Hunter on his toes with different timed pitches and different speeds, but throws a ball there, brings the count to 2-2, and a back pick attempt by Ty Johnson, but no luck on that as he gets back safely. Big swing and a miss by Hunter Rasmussen, was way ahead of that pitch right there. Gage really effectively used the different speeds on that at-bat to keep Hunter Rasmussen off guard.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Movement to the outside. Got him swinging a fishing line out there.
Yeah.
The right fielder, number 13.
Now we have Easton Romero coming up to hit right here with 1 out. Vikings in a decent situation with a double play opportunity right here on a ground ball.
Dirty curveball drops into the strike zone. The first pitch strike.
Yeah, Gage's curveball has really been working great tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's having a lot of movement, straight 12-6, not much side to side, and it's
all you
working
need.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12-6 is the best. Gets the out at first on a ground ball to Tate Lewis, but no throw to second as he lets him go to second on that. Now up for the Dons is Blair Nilsson, who has struck out last at bat, but does have the power and the capacity to hit very well. He will. There is a small chance that he struggles a little bit against this Viking offense, as many of these players have played with him growing up, and they have his scouting report of what to throw him. So
Yeah, I'd say as Gage throws a first pitch strike again, curveball, little bit of a side-to-side movement as it dropped down into the zone from the left side.
yeah, it's very effective. I mean, I'm not sure if he means to do it, but he's got two different curveballs, 12-6 and like a 5-8. But Ty Johnson not happy with that. Had the easy caught stealing,
Ty
but
gunned him pretty good. Jordan just wasn't in position.
a little bit of a miscommunication, bad throw, bad catch, but definitely could have had him there as the runner does advance to third.
Start the ambulance up next year.
High fastball brings the count to 2-1.
Hmm?
Another ball right there. Brings the count to 3-1, and now Gage has really got to come at him right here. He has fallen behind in this count, but he has done a great job in this game battling back from behind in counts, but you never want to be behind in counts at all. Great curveball by Gage right there. Gets Blair swinging and missing to bring the count back to full. Now full count, 2 outs. This is a very important pitch for Gage. Got to get this out right here,
Yeah.
especially with a runner on third.
This is a huge pitch. Pops it straight up, back onto the football field. Tried to hit him with that curveball again, but Blair was ready. Just got under it.
Case hit the home run. The first one, Scout hit the
Great pitch right there. Gets a nice easy ground ball, but gets through the legs of Tate Lewis. But great play by Riker and Gage Train to back it up, as that ground ball goes right through the legs of Tate Lewis. But Riker there to back it up and get the play. And Tate Lewis with a great dig on that throw. That was just Riker's got his back right there.
That was chemistry right there. And Riker, sophomore, really showing out in this game.
Yeah,
that was
he's
some
doing
great
great,
defense.
especially
I'd
as a
say so.
sophomore. He's going to earn a spot for the next couple of years.
No, they're going to bench him.
Well, new pitcher for the Dons, and we'll be back in the top of the 4th inning. Welcome back to Flyer Field as Tate Lewis leads off for the Vikings and takes a looking strike.
Curveball. Pretty straightforward, up and down over the plate. So 2 looking strikes back to back for Tate Lewis, the junior.
And the new pitcher, right-handed pitcher for the Dons is Boston Bradford. Comes in this in relief of Weston and throws 2 quick strikes right there to Tate Lewis to start off on top.
And the third misses Tate's head by about half an inch. So another high ball brings it to 2-2.
He started off this at-bat in very good control, but maybe these last 2 have slipped a little bit. First one was maybe a little bit on purpose to elevate that fastball, try to get him swinging, but gets him swinging on that dirty curveball. Huge swing by Tate Lewis right there.
Yeah, he was aiming for the fences on that one. He put a lot of power behind it.
Yeah, he did, and just a little bit early on the curveball, and now brings up Brody Ballantyne for the Vikings. Quick strike on the outside corner for Boston Bradford. Umpire stops the game. Don't know if he's given a warning or something. Something about the Spanish Fork dugout.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Maybe.
chirping at him.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, if it was a full warning or something, but stops the game to talk to them. And
Yeah.
Brody then takes another ball.
Let's just say this ump isn't exactly a dugout favorite.
Not really on either side. Both sides chirping a little bit at some of these calls, but
I feel like he's done pretty good for the most part. Other than
he's done
a couple choice
He's done a
pitches.
consistent job, but maybe not the best zone, but definitely a consistent zone. That's what mainly matters, if you hold the zone the whole time. He's definitely favored that low and in pitch, just the low pitch in general, but he's kept it consistent through both sides, which is all you can ask for. Brody Ballantyne gets way ahead in the count, 3-1. Fouls it right back into the net, falls back to full count. It's very amazing how fast you can go ahead from being in total control of the count with 3-1 to full count, and then you're really on your toes because you don't want to swing at a pitch outside of the zone and when you could have had a walk.
Yeah, exactly. Bouncer to third, taken easily for the second out of the inning.
Nice little candy hop right there to Dart. Now it brings up Jordan Pace, who went deep last time in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he didn't think so.
He didn't realize he did. The ball was a rocket off his bat and just carried out.
Yeah, it had 0 elevation on the ball.
Surprised that thing, it had the distance to go out, but it looked like it wasn't going to get high enough to get over the fence. But fouls that ball back into the stands.
Yeah, it came within like an inch of skimming it. It was crazy.
Yeah, it did. And stood there on second for a little bit. And
yeah, he thought it was a double.
Yeah, he did. And then they finally made him go around. So he got a little bit of extra time on his trot.
Yeah, he did. Maybe he was just playing with the pitcher.
Yeah, he just wanted to say, "Oh,
Just
you thought
rubbing
that
it
was
in.
a double? And that was actually a home run."
Yeah, tough. Oh, that curveball has been so dirty for him.
Yeah, that was a big swing by Jordan Pace and brings the count to 1-2. Great. That was another rocket off the bat by Jordan Pace, but it will be tracked down by the center fielder.
Great play by him. It's so difficult running back, looking over the shoulder.
Yeah, that ball in the gap is very hard ball to track down by the center fielder, but he does it nonetheless, and that will be a no-run, no-hit inning for the Vikings, and we'll be back
down.
Bottom of the fourth. Welcome back to Flyer Field as we start off the bottom of the fourth inning with a quick swing and a miss coming from Gage Train, still on the mound. He's had a little bit of struggles in the first inning, but been very solid since then.
Yeah.
Ground ball, foul ball out to left field.
The umpire yesterday, the Hershey's guy, he just really hates me because he coached at Hurricane.
Curveball down and in, swung on, fouled off to the left.
Yeah, he's very ahead of this Gage right here. Bridger Hall is. He's just fouling everything off to the third base side.
He told me I'd be the Tyson Fisher of Hurricane High if I stayed.
Did you say Tyson came from Snow Canyon to Dixie? So I'm
gonna be the Tyson Fisher.
A little bit of an outside pitch. Nice pitch to waste right there. Brings the count to 1-2 as he is still in great control of the lineup.
It'd be cool and all to be one of the better guys on the team, but I don't really feel like losing every game.
Outside and low, brings it to twos.
So many things that would be different if I wouldn't have come here. Like so many.
Gage Train looking for a different pitch as he shakes off Ty Johnson.
Swing
Big
and a
swing and
miss on the
miss.
curveball,
Gage knows best, I guess,
Yeah.
out there.
sending Bridger back to the dugout. Jeez.
It's a
Some
great pitch by him.
confidence.
Yeah.
Well, also, Gage Train was the kid who played against us in flag football, and he wore, 1985 Chicago highs, which are valued at like $3,000 on the low end. And he just wanted
Yeah.
to play flag football against us, so
Yeah, he's
confident guy.
very confident in his abilities, and he showed it right there. As
Mm,
worst feeling is when you shake off the pitcher and then get taken deep, but he
Yeah.
shook off the catcher and
And then
struck
struck him
so
out.
Gage knows best.
and it wasn't looking either.
Yeah, he was a dirty curveball. Got him swinging out of his shoes. Now we have Morley Bennett up to bat for the Spanish Fork Dons.
That's what I don't get, right? What's the deal? Crop tops and mom jeans?
It's just a new thing.
Doesn't make sense. Like, when were mom jeans ever sexy? This year, bro. This year.
Curveball doesn't drop for Gage Train. Makes it 1-1.
I guess I'm just too old, right?
I might be too old too. I've never understood it. Oh, they got more. What I don't understand is when it's 45 degrees out and we're playing.
Slider outside.
Let's see what Gage Train does with this 2-1 pitch. High and inside fastball.
Oh, I
It's
thought
very
that hit him
close
for
to
sure. Yeah.
Very close to beating Morley out there.
Morley kind of just turns a cold shoulder, and he doesn't care.
No, yeah.
Getting
T-
beamed
takes
is
it.
dope.
Yeah, if he takes it, he winks at a girl and takes first base right there. Pick a girl in the stands when you get beamed and you wink at her. But you gotta make it a girl from the other team.
Oh, yeah.
Find the pitcher's girlfriend and wink at her. Riley Thomas tracks down that fly ball and gets Morley out. So on the 3-1 pitch, gets him to fly out to center, that's very valuable.
Yeah, that's very lucky. Good for him. You think Gage has a girlfriend?
I wouldn't doubt it. Not sure, but I think he could get a girlfriend.
Yeah, we'll get back to you guys on that.
We'll talk to our inside source on him
Yeah.
and see. Now we have the brother of Zach Dart and Will Dart, who's the shortstop. Takes a quick strike on that curveball. Nice curveball, but breaks a little early right there. Gets low, and Gage Train takes that ball. Maybe a little bit disagreeing with that,
Yeah.
or maybe not disagreeing with the call per se, but definitely with that pitch, how it broke too early. But gets a strike right here, bounces right back, gets up 1-2 on the batter.
Dart was way behind that pitch, and he was lucky to get a piece of it.
Yeah, definitely. He was just fighting for his life on that one. Maybe he was thinking off speed and got surprised at the fastball. Rings him up on the low and outside fastball. Great placement by Gage Train on that pitch. Strikes out. 3 up, 3 down for the Vikings. No runs, no hits, and we'll be back top 5. Gage Train up to bat here for the Vikings to lead off the top of the 5th as gets a quick 3 and out pitching and now gets to come try to get some offense going for the Vikings.
Low pitch, ball 1.
Strike right there, high fastball coming from Boston Bradford. Gage Train takes it for strike 1. Good movement on that curveball, but no, not in the zone.
Just inside.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Nice candy hop right there. Ball hit the lip on the infield and bounced right to him. Gives him an easy play as gets the Gage Train out for the first out. Now we have Ty Caldwell hitting next for the Vikings. He has made his start as pretty sure he's the DH tonight. So
Yeah.
must have shown Coach Henry something that he liked and gets the start tonight. Which this tournament, Coach Henry has just a lot of different players moving around the lineup. Part of it been forced by injuries, but most of it has just been moving around, getting to see different players, seeing what they're doing. Ty Caldwell pops that ball up, a little bit of trouble, but gets deep enough to the left fielder so that he can make the easy play.
A lot of power on that.
Yeah, that ball.
It looked like a routine pop fly. Maybe it was because of the wind, but that thing carried.
Yeah, it did carry a little bit. It was very high ball, too. Now we have Riker Scow up. Let's see what he can do. Yes. Riker Scow calls time early in the count as pitcher wasn't throwing fast enough for him. Let's see what Riker does. He took West deep last at bat, and now he's looking to keep the offense going for the Vikings. foul ball back into the parking lot. Maybe hit a car out there.
Not that I saw it again.
No, we're parked pretty far away today, so we didn't parking for some reason tonight. High fastball brings the count to 1-1. Or 2-1, I see. The umpire's holding up.
How's your chicken sandwich supply?
Takes a walk right there as gets a foul ball, but then 3 balls straight after that, and now brings up Connor Bancroft. Does have a lot of speed, so might look to steal right here. But then again, Blair Nelson has a great arm behind the plate, so there's a chance that they might hold him tight as the game is really close.
The problem we are all having though with this that have been here for a while, where we're remembering, we haven't just realized the old stuff. It's gone. We're metro now.
Great ball hit into the gap for Connor Bancroft, and that gets cut off by the right fielder. So Riker will move to third, but nothing more than that. Great hit by Connor Bancroft, sending a single into right field. Moves Riker to third base. That brings up Ty Johnson.
Connor Bancroft has had a great tournament so far. He's had 4 hits and all of them through the gaps with, 5 or 6 RBIs.
Yeah, definitely has stepped up on the offensive side, which has been great for the Vikings, as Connor has been mostly a defensive glove for the Vikings, but now that they can use him offensively too, as he is hitting great out there.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th. Gage Train throws a slider just outside for ball 1. A little bit of a change-up in this game in the outfield lineup. It will be Brody Ballantyne, who usually plays in center, out in left, and Sam Haney, who usually plays in left, out in right, and Riley Thomas, who pitched 5 innings last night, 5 really good innings last night, playing out in center. Right down the pipe. The changeup. That will be 1-1. 2-1. High fastball will be 3-1. for Gage. Swings at it right through the gap in left. And Brody Ballantyne will get it back to Connor Bancroft and stop him at first.
Second baseman, number 9, Brody Duvall.
Great hit up the middle, but Connor Bancroft gets it, and bad throw. Could have been a chance at a double play on that line drive up the middle caught by Connor Bancroft, but bad throw and into the dugout, so gets to go to second either way on that. A little bit of a
Good catch, though.
bad transition led to the bad throw, but yeah, great catch to rob that base hit up the middle. And they get an out either way, so that's what really matters.
This is one of those secrets that you learn from people who work at Chick-fil-A. What? So you bite a hole in the corner of it, and then you can just squirt it on your sandwich.
Well, that's the best idea I ever heard of.
I don't know if you knew that Derek works there, but.
How'd you do it?
Oh, Derek, what did you say? I forgot.
Just hold it right here.
Just any spot. Just leave a little home. Did he show you this? Yeah. He was like, Dad, check this out. Do they get a lot of? Does he bring home a lot of free Chick-fil-A? No, they don't get any free food. Like at the end of the day, if you close, then they'll give you some like lemonade or something, but they don't give you free sandwiches. Why is that? Because they make everything like fresh.
Now let's see what Easton Romero can do with this next at bat, as he's got a runner in scoring position with one out to try to cut this deficit of a lead that they've got right here. As we are running late on time to try to get through this. It's the bottom of the 5.
Swing straight back into the foul net. Bring it to 1-2.
That sounds like it's time for bed.
Gage Train steps off to keep the runner close.
Seriously, teach Spanish for it first.
That'd be awesome.
Several years.
I wish I could do that when I was growing up. That was so much fun.
Better than Raj?
I don't know. Where's your sister?
No, it's just all the funny stuff that they say in between, like the color commentary stuff.
Like they're trash? Is that what they talk about?
No, it's like, yeah, this dude,
Zero PR?
he's got a girlfriend trying to find in this crowd, funny stuff like that.
Are they gonna be here for ours or next game?
No, you guys leave after this game, right?
Here comes the 2-2 from Gage Train.
Anybody here watching from Dixie?
Curveball just outside. That'll bring it to full. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I'm ready to scream my voice off.
Joe.
Foul ball straight back into the net, keeps the count full.
That's not gonna fly in Utah.
Curveball pops straight up, deep center. Raleigh Thomas will be there, and runner at second will not decide to go to third. Smart idea, because he would have been thrown out.
Yeah, he definitely would have. He gave a little hesitation like he was going to tag, but And now they will send a speed up runner out there for their runner on second. Actually, I think it's more of a pinch runner actually in this case, but still basically the same thing as the rules. You can still sub back in.
You're a little tired.
Just a little bit. It's probably because I got woken up early this morning around like 9:30.
Yeah, last one awake.
Yeah, no, I
Pathetic.
was planning on sleeping in for a lot longer, but
Gosh.
got woken up.
Well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Vikings up 4-2.
Big swing by Hunter Rasmussen out there. Gage has 2 outs and a quick strike to this batter right here, and he's looking to go not 1-2-3 in this inning, but looking to eradicate the damage and get rid of it, get out of this inning with a little bit of trouble on second, but
Curveball doesn't break. Left up high for ball 1.
big swing and a miss for strike 2 right there.
It's a fast curveball.
Yeah, it was. It maybe could have been a fastball with just a lot of movement.
I guess that's what it looked like to me.
I don't know.
Great pitch.
He is having some great movement from every single pitch that he's
Yeah,
throwing.
he really is.
The real main difference is just change in speed.
Batter calls time. Wants to think about this 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. It's a big pitch right here.
Good
Right
play
to-
by Connor Bancroft. A little bit of a high throw, but gets the out. That is a great job by Gage Train to get out of that jam right there with a runner on second and 1 out. But the Dons get 0 runs on 1 hit, and we'll be back at the top of the 6th. Welcome back to Flyer Field as Tate Lewis takes that ball. Foul ball out there to left field. Looks like it had the distance, but did not have the direction
That was
and went
close.
foul.
That was about 10 feet left.
Yeah, that one was really close. It was,
Just pulled it a little bit.
yeah, all eyes on that ball for a second just to see what happened. Now he gets beaned out there. Next pitch, so almost takes him deep and then gets beaned to the very next pitch.
It's a rough at-bat for the pitcher.
And speaking of the pitcher, he's continued to throw. He stayed in relief, but has thrown 4 innings out of relief, I think. So has done a pretty good job out there. Now Brody Ballantyne is up for the Vikings. Takes a big swing on that curveball pretty early on it. Pickoff attempt made by against Tate Lewis, who never been much for speed, but tonight has shown it definitely.
I'd say so.
As he's got 2 stolen bases out there and picks him off again, but gets past the first baseman, who is struggling a little bit right there with pickoffs, and Tate Lewis advances to second.
Nice brisk jog by Tate Lewis. As he knew that he was in no hurry.
Yeah, he definitely was. He's just, you knew he's got that base and wasn't looking 3 because the Dixie's right field is not deep enough to look 3 on that. Which is good. You never want to field deep enough to be able to look 3 on that.
Yeah, I sure hope not.
Mound visit coming out from the Spanish Fork coach. Doesn't look like a pitching change, just talking things over.
No movement in the Spanish Fork dugout, but there is movement in the Pleasant Grove dugout. I can't tell who it is because it's very far away, but let's see if our
That's
300
Connor
millimeter
Bancroft.
lens can.
It's Connor Bancroft. I can tell just by the windup. It's got to be Connor, but
Brody Ballantyne, worst feeling in the world, pops out to the deepest part of center, so fly out.
Tate Lewis does not tag though, which Coach Henry does not look happy about. I guess now he's got to rely on Jordan Pace to bring him around.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard.
Third baseman, number 23,
Jordan, who has been hitting the ball very well tonight, has a home run and a long fly ball. Both balls have come off the bat very hard. Gets a curveball at his head, but doesn't flinch.
Yes, the pitcher is Connor Bancroft in the Pleasant Grove bullpen. Thanks to this Black Magic camera, this massive lens.
Yeah, it is very nice. Jordan Pace goes up a quick 2-0 as hasn't really come at him with anything good that he can hit. Another ball outside gets past the catcher, and Tate Lewis will move to third. So doesn't move on the sacrifice fly, but gets to third either way.
Yeah.
And it will be very hard to steal home on this on a pass ball by the catcher, as this backstop is not super deep.
No, it's not. It's actually very close.
Yeah, so stealing home would be very hard, as now the Spanish Fork infield is coming home to cut off the run for a ground ball, but walks Jordan actually, and the corners will retreat likely to try to roll the double play up the middle, and that brings Gage Train up for the Vikings. Let's see if Gage Train can get some offense going for himself, give himself a little more cushion to work with.
Do you think he'll come in and pitch his last inning?
I don't know. I mean, he's still got the 6th and then potentially the 7th,
Yeah.
because Spanish Fork is the home team. So he is hitting. So as of now, he is their pitcher, but they can still make a substitution at any time. But I think Coach Henry changes it up and goes with Connor Bancroft. But that begs the question: is if Connor Bancroft comes in to pitch, who goes to second? Because Riker Scow, or will Carter Merrill go to second?
Yeah, I think
or
Carter Merrill will go
Riker-
to second and Riker will go to short.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of versatility between those two. Either one can play either position, but I think it's just Coach Henry's preference at the moment.
I'm gonna keep trying here. It's worth a try, Mike.
Gage Train well in front of this at bat. 2-0. Make that 3-0.
Boston Bradford has not thrown a strike in, I think,
A long
2
time.
at-bats. He
Yeah.
walked Jordan on 4 pitches and now has thrown 3 straight balls to Gage Train. So struggling to find a zone in these last few at-bats. High ball to
Ooh.
Gage Train, 2 walks in a row, which now that does put the Vikings in a worse position with giving them the force at home. But they've got Ty Caldwell up to bat and 1 out.
They will send Luke Blake out to first to pinch run for Gage Train. Maybe the end of his night as Connor Bancroft jogs from the bullpen back to the dugout.
Who's running at first?
Luke Blake.
Right.
Ty Caldwell hits a rocket off the bat. Is that going to go out? Doesn't go out, but short hops the fence as that will be a 2-run double by Ty Caldwell.
Wow.
Great hit by Ty Caldwell to get that there and increase the lead for the Vikings. He's having himself a night on getting his first start, and he will likely see more starts after that.
I'd say so. He's played spectacular tonight.
Yeah,
That is unfortunate. That looked so far gone.
that was a great hit right by Ty.
The wind is coming towards that ball, so the wind was like it was earlier. That's
Probably out.
in the parking lot.
But nonetheless, Ty gets 2 runs out of that, and great hit by him to keep this Viking offense going and keep the inning alive. Riker Scow now takes a quick strike right there. Looking strike as Boston Bradford has found the zone again. Riker Scow takes the bean, and that will load the bases for the Vikings.
Is that the second time he's been beaned?
I'm not sure. Maybe,
He's either walked or beaned last at bat.
yeah, I think he was walked, actually, but still gets on a base on balls, and they don't really want to throw to him after the rocket that he hit to left center field earlier in this game. That brings Connor Bancroft up, who is likely going to be the next pitcher if Gage Train does not go out there and continue his game. And so let's see what he can do offensively to get himself a good cushion to start off.
Outside, ball 1.
Outside pitch called strike.
Down low for 2-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the 6th for the Vikings.
Luke Blake I don't know
Force
what he
out
was
at
thinking
home.
right there, but gets the force out at home. Little bit of a not miscommunication, like misjudgment by Luke Blake right there as
Yeah.
he retreated to the bag, but he needed to go and they get the Spanish Fork gets the force out at home to bring 2 outs. But that does bring Ty Johnson to the plate with bases loaded. And last night, when Ty had bases loaded up at the plate,
He went yard.
Went yard, and I think he's thinking the exact same thing tonight.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, he hasn't gone yard tonight, so he's due.
Luke Blake, not exactly the best base running tonight from him, as he didn't slide second earlier, which he probably could have been safe on, but he was called out because he didn't slide.
Yeah,
And
that is
then
true.
He was probably would have been out at either way this last time. So
Yeah,
maybe that's what he
it
was
was
thinking.
definitely a hard play. And he's got to read that. Hopefully the third baseman doesn't catch it because then he doesn't want to get doubled up. So, but Difficult play for him. Ty launches that ball 500 feet into the air, but won't get off the infield as second baseman actually drops that ball.
Wow.
That is
Oh.
that is
brutal.
very unfortunate for him out there. That ball was launched straight into the air, but second baseman drops it, so Ty has a 2-run single off of an infield fly.
Good for him.
Yeah. Nice. What he thought was a pop-up and probably was not very happy about ends up getting 2 runs for him to bring the Vikings up 8-2. Now Sam Haney is up to the plate with runner on third and first, and Carter Merrill will be that runner on first.
Carter Miller, who's very quick. You might see him try to steal here. You might not with 2 outs, but they definitely do want to extend their lead.
Yeah, definitely has had a lot of speed shown this year by Carter, but Coach Henry tonight has been pretty conservative with Blair Nielsen behind the dish. Has been conservative with the stolen bases, with everyone but Tate Lewis, who is he's gone psycho with his stolen bases tonight and has 3 of them.
Yeah, he's jogged all 3 though.
Well, he had the fancy slide over here.
That's true,
at third,
he did.
So
That was a very good slide. I think I got that on camera.
that's good.
Thank you.
Branson, well, he will step off the mound, look to his dugout, get some advice from his coach, maybe really quick.
I still feel bad for that second baseman. What worse mistake can you be in? Oh, it makes a
second
great play,
baseman,
though.
yeah, rocket off the bat of, oh my goodness, and this second baseman is having himself an inning. Makes a great play on a hard ground ball, but makes a bad throw to first base, and Sam Haney will be safe, and that brings up Tate Lewis.
Does that count as an error?
Yeah, that's an error on the second baseman because that's a bad throw. So that was 2 straight errors for the second baseman, and every time you make an error, the ball comes back and finds you, and he didn't take advantage. But the ball will find him again. The ball always finds the ones that are beating themselves up, so you just can't beat yourself up. Tate Lewis calls time as pitcher's taking too long.
Curveball high, just above the zone for ball 1.
Boston Bradford he's thrown great this inning, but has just not had the help from the defense. And now their infield fly looks like different maybe communication. Third baseman takes it over and makes the catch to end the inning. Vikings have a great inning right there off of some errors and some hits, and they get 5 runs out of that. And Connor Bancroft is still at shortstop, so we might be seeing Gage Train still on the mound.
Was it a speed up when they put in, who was it, Luke Blake to run for him?
Yes, that is a speed up. welcome back to Flyer Field for the bottom half of the 6th inning as Gage Train continues on the mound as he has helped build himself a big sizable lead right here as they are up 7 in the bottom of the 6th. Easton Romero is up for the Spanish Fork Dons. Hard ground ball but foul to the right side as gets out of bounds.
Low fastball. Make it 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Gage Train is likely going to be he's going to be on a very tight leash this inning because he's already thrown a lot of pitches, likely burned for the tournament, and that walk actually might bring Coach Henry out, but still unsure. He has thrown a lot of pitches, but they do have a pretty good lead, so they're looking for Connor Bancroft if Gage Train starts struggling. Blair Nelson comes up to bat for the Dons with no outs and a runner on first.
Curveball just outside the zone to the top. It'll be a 1-1.
Ground ball at the middle. Takes out Connor Bancroft, but still gets the double play. So great play by Connor Bancroft to avoid the slide and dive over him and still make the play.
That was incredible.
Coach Henry will come out and
make sure Connor's okay.
Yeah, he's got
taking some spikes there.
He's got to make sure Connor's okay because Connor's his next pitcher, and so might have to go send someone out to the bullpen if Connor's leg is beat up and hurt.
That was a great play.
Yeah, it was. Looks like he maybe has a limp in that right leg. Looks like he might have taken some spikes.
He got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, he definitely got some spikes right there, but that's what you get. You sign up for that when you play baseball. You sign up for some metal spikes, and you. Oh, Coach Henry is staying out there, I guess. Pitching change.
He changed his mind.
Yeah, maybe. Or, nope, just a mound visit, I guess.
Just wants to finish this game out.
Just hanging out at the out on the field. I guess Coach Henry likes being on the field, wants to be out there as long as possible.
He got bored of the dugout.
Yeah, maybe there was someone making him a little mad in the dugout, and he just needed to go stand on the field and talk with them. And now bases cleared for the Vikings at defense, and Bridger Hall will come up to bat. Gage Train changes it up and throws overhand for that pitch. Maybe he's mixing some things up, starting fresh.
I've noticed that for different pitches he goes different angles, which isn't usually too smart, but it's been working out for him today. Curveball, beautiful, right over the plate.
Really keeping him off their toes, but he's staying overhand against this batter right here, Bridger Hall. He had thrown the majority of the game had been submarine, but he's staying overhand. Little blooper ground ball. Gage Train gets that bad throw, and Reicherskow is there to back up, but Gage Train has got to pick that up with his hand. That ball you can't pick up with your glove. That just takes too much time and rushes your throw.
Well, it was headed towards Ty, and then it took a weird spin towards Gage, so that's why Gage ended up throwing it. Yeah, it was just off. Well, not just off. It was pretty outside of Tate Lewis's reach.
Coach Henry is standing out at the baseline. We'll change out Gage. Looks like Gage's night is done after 5 2/3 innings thrown. a lot of pitches. Don't know how many exactly, and only 2 runs given up. So had a great night. Gage will be cheered off the field as he pitched amazing tonight for the Vikings. And looks like Connor Bancroft will come into pitch, and Luke Blake will get his first varsity reps.
Yeah.
Luke Blake will likely go to second base as Riker Scow will move over to short. Connor Bancroft has to take off all the tape from his arms, as that is illegal to have colored tape the same color as the ball or your uniform as you were pitching.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very weird rule in baseball, but it used to just be you couldn't have white tape because it looked too much like the ball, but they've started to change that it can't be the same as your uniform color, because then you can't tell where your arm angle is. So
Oh.
those rules are
I
in
see
place
that.
to protect the batter, so the batter is not at an unfair disadvantage. And apologies, Luke Blake has moved over to, he is staying at short with, and they're keeping Riker at second base as Morley Bennett comes up to hit for the Spanish Fork Dons to be Connor Bancroft's leadoff batter. Connor Bancroft starts off with a quick swinging strike right there, not wasting any time at all to get on top of the count.
Another swing and a miss.
Yeah, Morley has come out swinging, and Connor is he's just dotting him up right here. Just Morley can't get any contact on this ball right here.
Connor's a little tired. He wants to go home.
Yeah, he's a little mad at that spike in his leg, so he's got a chip on his shoulder right here.
Low fastball in the dirt. Brings it to 1-2 with 2 outs. Just outside.
Yeah, that ball looked pretty good, but
Umpire didn't like it enough to call it a strike, so the count will even at 2-2.
back pick chance right there, but the count does go to full count. Morley starts off 0-2, but has battled back a little bit to even the count full. And now we will see the runner on first steal right here, but it's not really much of a steal. It is a head start because full count. He's no matter what he's moving. So
Yeah.
Morley Bennett walks. Connor walks on 4 pitches after getting up 0-2 and calls Ty Johnson to come have a mound visit, talk some things over, figure out some problems that were in that at bat, and also talks with Riker Scow a little bit out there. very inside fastball to start off with. Will Dart takes that and goes up 1-0 in the count. Will Dart and his brother Zach Dart have taken over the left side of the infield as they're the third baseman and shortstop starting this game. So the whole Dart side is the left side of the infield. Connor Bancroft comes back with a strike to even the count 1-1.
Low fastball. Bring the count to 2-1.
Good pitch on the inside half for Connor Bancroft to bring the count to 2-2.
I was gonna say it looked like it was gonna be a called ball, but
Yeah, that was a very close pitch. Could have gone either way, but he goes strike on that as it broke glove side, and so helped get it into the strike zone late.
great pitch. Here comes the 2-2. Low curveball and outside. Bring the count full.
Come down and watch the Flyers play.
Runner goes.
Ground ball to
Popped up
Jordan
to
Pace,
Jordan
just
Pace.
touches his bag immediately before the
Smart play.
great play by Jordan Pace to not have to risk the throw and just touch your bag. The Dons do not get any runs, but do threaten a little bit with runners in scoring position, and we'll be back in the top of the 7th for the final inning. Looks like the game has been called
Due to
time limit, I think. It was not mercy or anything, but
no, it will not be mercy, but that will be the time limit since the game did start at 5 o'clock. The limit is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So no new inning will be started after that time limit. So that would be your ball game. Vikings win 9-2 with Gage Train allowing 2 runs through 5 2/3, and Connor Bancroft finishing off. And what a game from the Vikings.
Great game from the Vikings, especially started off offensively a little bit slow, but then picked it up and found their stride and just started killing them. So we will be back tomorrow morning with the Vikings playing the Timpanogos T-Wolves at 9:30 a.m. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'll be back then. So bright and early, 9:30. See you guys.
Yep, see ya.